Backhand groundstroke. How do we hold the racket? Side number 1, base knuckle and heel pad. For the new beginners, more advanced players, we can be more flexible. We can suggest a composite grip, especially if they're playing with a two-handed backhand. And then the base knuckle is going to go on side number 2, continental, and the heel pad is going to go on side number 1. Different for the one-handed backhand players, okay? Not mentioned in the coach's workbook, but if you happen to play with a player with a one-handed backhand, it's okay, like, to turn even on side number 8, actually. You know, so they're really going to hit with top, because it's going to be complicated to close the racket face if they keep a continental grip on that one-handed backhand. So, but that's more advanced stuff. If you have any questions, you can always ask me or do your research on reliable sources online, which better watch out. But yes, so we talked about the bottom hand. Now the top hand, same idea. You can keep captain hook, okay, over here, and then eventually you can pull off the index finger, which is gonna be conducive to keeping the index finger at the top, also on the backhand side, which is gonna help with control. Same idea, something I didn't mention on the forehand side, the order of the fingers when we hold the racket. Finger, 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 thumb finger, index finger. And that's something you wanna keep in mind. So when I say trigger finger, that's that, and that's the order. You might wanna watch out for this, okay? You'll see a lot of that, like this thing, especially from men who use tools. They're gonna hold the racket like this, and that's not really conducive to good control on the racket, so watch out. Top hand, we were talking about captain hook, which means I have the heel pad and the base knuckle on side number 7. For more advanced players, we can allow a little bit of margin, a little bit of range between side number 7 and side number 6. Okay, which would be somewhere between a eastern forehand and a semi-western forehand with the non-dominant hand. Other than that, the images are just the same as the forehand side. So we still have the skateboard, we still have the bench, we are still swinging low to high to generate topspin. We are finishing like a golf player with the back foot that could be coming around after we hit the ball. Okay, so it's not necessary to move at the same time. Actually, if it moves at the same time, we do lose control over our movement. Sorry about the lighting. Yes, low to high. One thing I didn't mention on the forehand side, the mirror. Okay, so when I say the mirror, it's this one. It's actually a wrist extension. All right, this is wrist flexion, this is wrist extension, and that's gonna help me keep, the wrist, technically it's called cocked, and having the wrist in this position is gonna guarantee me a close racket face. And sometimes you might see players playing around with this wrist and doing funny things. Just say mirror, okay? And if you taught properly how to do this, how they should be holding this mirror position, both on the forehand and the backhand side, which is gonna feel a little stiff at the start, okay? So it's okay to be a little stiff as a beginner, and then you want to loosen up when you get better. Okay, so at the start you can be a little stiff, keep the mirror all the way through and up to the contact. So that's something to keep in mind. But that's the mirror position. Other than that, ready position, again, the images, motorcycle, change the grip, uniturn, really turn. You want to turn so much if you can that your chin is going to end up on your shoulder, all right? And then from then down to the dog, up to the contact, finish like a golf player. And that should be about it on the backhand groundstroke.